Time for a couple of holy mackerel stories in today's news. Before elections this year, one party had had a lock on the government in Japan since 1955. But last month, Japanese voters voted for change. They voted in a more liberal party called the Democratic Party of Japan. Now, they've been in office for about 10 days now, and they're wasting no time turning things around. They appointed a new defense minister who ran on the promise that he would withdraw Japan's naval ships from the war in Afghanistan. It is a near certainty that he will follow through. Then the new government appointed a new justice minister. The justice minister in Japan has the responsibility of personally signing off on every single execution order in the country. Japan has about 100 people on death row. The new justice minister has a 20-year-long record of calling for the abolition of the death penalty, which means that she's not going to sign anyone's death warrant anytime soon, which means that Japan effectively no longer has a death penalty, which means that there is now precisely one industrialized democracy in the whole world that is still in the business of killing its prisoners. And that one country is us. And that is a very, very specific kind of American exceptionalism. Also tonight, in the competition to woo the base among Republican presidential hopefuls, Tim Pawlenty versus Bobby Jindal is turning out to be the unexpectedly awesome featherweight matchup of the season. Both went after conservative votes by talking smack about federal stimulus money earlier this year before ultimately taking it. Bobby Jindal traveled around his state and handed out big stimulus checks himself and even made the checks look like the money was coming from him personally. Governor Pawlenty dispatched his economic development director to travel around the state talking up the money that hopefully no one remembered Pawlenty saying he didn't want. Pawlenty and Jindal will both be featured in the Values Voter presidential straw poll this weekend. Governor Pawlenty, though, is one-upping Jindal by actually speaking at the event as well. Take that, Bobby! But late-breaking news today. There's news that another Jindal v. Pawlenty one-upsmanship triumph has occurred. As we reported yesterday, Governor Pawlenty sent a statewide directive to the Minnesota Management and Budget Office. It directs all agencies to stop giving Minnesota state funds to the organization ACORN immediately. Not to be one-upped, Governor Jindal today did the same thing, but he did it with an executive order, and he trumpeted it, in a state Republican Party press release. Quote, Jindal issues order ending funding of ACORN. Take that, T-Paw. It should be noted that neither Minnesota nor Louisiana actually provides any state funding to ACORN at all. So these two governors have just made really big shows of cutting off funding that does not exist. So, hey, it's all for make-believe, but that's never stopped us from enjoying a good fake fight in this country.